Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. For the past 6 months I've been trying to get it off the ground. Went through a few rounds of takes of first introductions, kind of wanting to explain who I am, what the channel is, what you're going to see here, and then by the end of it, it just started to sound like a really bad old dating video from 20 years ago. So I deleted all of that, got rid of it, and figured the best way to introduce myself is through the places I go. And what better place to start off first than in the southern part of Amsterdam at a windmill in the area called Borgt. This windmill served as a backdrop to one of the episodes in season 3 of Ted Lasso, where Roy Kent and Jamie Tart went to work out. So welcome. This is honestly just about as good a start as any. So, very much in central Amsterdam after doing the about 5k run. Hey, if I'm going around Ted Lasso sites, I might as well do the things that Ted Lasso characters did. And Jamie's Hart and Roy Kent made that run after very little sleep, which is exactly the amount of sleep I'm going on after a transatlantic flight. But so here I am at the second location, at the intersection of, I'm going to butcher the names, Keizegracht and Leidsegracht, the two canals. This is the scene. It's not particularly big in the series, but you can still see the site. It's where the bus leaves the city as the episode rolls to a close. I believe, if memory serves, that was episode 8. So I'll be moving on to the next site now. Get there in a sec. Even before Roy Kent and Jamie Tart decided to meet up here to train, the skinny bridge, Brug, was probably one of the most recognizable bridges of Amsterdam. I came here first in 2005 and I remember it from then, and I've pretty much not a single trip has gone for me here that I didn't happen upon it in one way or another. It's located in the, right in the middle of literally everything. The Opera House is that way, the Oude Turfmarkt is that way too. I'm looking right now towards the central station. It's iconic. There's really no other two ways about it, and I'm really glad that the show decided to film here. Yeah, could do without the rain, but what are you gonna do? This is where one of the most poignant scenes of season 3 of Ted Lasso was shot. This is where one of the team's players, I'm not going to spoil for those of you that may not have seen the entire series yet, if you exist. This is where he comes out to Trent Krim, the infamous reporter, and this is where they have a late night conversation about what it is like to be a member of the LGBTQ community in football. This place is called the Homomonument, and it doesn't really need much of an introduction from its name. It's a commemoration to the persecution of the LGBTQ community right here in the middle of Amsterdam. You can take a look around. It's actually raining quite hard, but I'm glad that I made the trip. Well, while I'm getting soaked, I'm going to move on to the next location. I'm trying very hard to convince myself that the rain is letting up. It isn't really. But all the same, we're at the next stop, which is right on the main road on Rocken. If my memory serves, that's what it's called. And if this dock looks familiar to you at all, that is because this is one of the places where Roy Kent actually revealed a little bit of vulnerability, for which I'm sure he really wanted to kill Jamie Tart. Somehow managed not to. This is where he admitted that he did not, in fact, know how to ride a bike, and this is where Jamie was teaching him to do so. It's quite hilarious. Again, if you haven't watched the season yet, that entire episode is worth it just for those little moments of levity alone. There's really nothing super special about this place, except for it's right smack in the middle of the city. Yeah. It feels a little silly to rank Ted Lasso episodes and parts of the episodes by how funny they were, because the show is pretty hilarious all told, let's be honest. But where the previous scene was kind of cute and the one before that was really important and poignant, this one was really, really funny. This is the Skinny Bridge. This is where Rebecca fell into the canal to be rescued by her Dutch admirer, as it were. Really not a whole lot to say here, except for this looks to be under construction. I don't see any houseboats around here that would have served as her temporary refuge. But yeah, Skinny Bridge. This is where we're at. It's located on the intersection of Rusland and Borgwal, Cloveneers Borgwal. Yeah, I can walk. Yeah, I have to apologize for doing it slightly out of sequence, but this is Prik, the LGBTQ bar located at Spousstraat 109 in the, I want to say, west part of Amsterdam? A little bit turned around, but closer to the center anyhow. This is where the previous scene kind of starts, where the player is spotted. Again, not going to reveal names to avoid spoilers. There's not really all that much to it. I don't really want to drink, and I need to move on because I've got a flight to catch tomorrow, so I've got a very limited amount of time to spend here. So yeah, I'm not going to go inside, but yeah, just wanted to show it to you from the outside as well. Located in a really nice little street, right in the middle of everything. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, this is going to be embarrassing, but this is a mystery location that I cannot for the life of me remember. This is a place called Februariplein. It's in a spot in the city called Marken, and I don't remember if this is where Jamie and Roy started to train, or whether or not they just went to this little residential square for a different reason. I think this has to do with Roy and Jamie, but I honestly just can't remember, and I've been googling it for the past 5 minutes standing here in the rain. Haven't been able to find a thing, so I really, I guess, need to rewatch that episode. And maybe eventually, if you see captions on this, that means that I have figured it out. Either way, cute little courtyard, but no real concept as yet as to... Alright, our penultimate location takes place about south of the central area at the jazz Café Alto. See the saxophone over there? This is where Higgins and the Kitman that I only found out today was actually named Will Kitman proved to be absolute frickin' legends on their little night out. They came here to pay respects to a deceased jazz musician. I don't remember his name because jazz is about the last type of music that I listen to, so in one ear out the next. But what happened after that was absolutely legendary. And last but not least, this is the hotel where the guys had their famous pillow fight and where they generally stayed, the Prince Hendrik Hotel. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this very kind of appetizer-like run around Amsterdam on a scavenger hunt of Ted Lasso locations. My next plan is to do the same thing in London, so see you then.